a dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another day of Vita. We're in the closet because I want to straighten it up. And hence why we're wearing what we're wearing. I was teaching second grade on a Tuesday, so it was 2/22/22 day, and I have this shirt on. Evidently, I could fit it. I could fit it back on 2/22/22. But you know what? Like, I'm not even too mad. I don't have my tripod. But it's the back. Y'all see that? It's the back fat that I'm not real crazy about. I'm one of those people, I gain weight and it goes straight to my back. But anyway, we're in here because I just want to kind of straighten things up. I'm probably not going to do a lot of movement of my shoes because, you know, the shoes are kind of year-round-ish. I have worn these already. I'm over here trying to freshen up for spring, but in all honesty, I just wore these boots today. But I am going to take out the boots and I'll put them in another closet, put a few different shoes there. But a lot of these winter outfits and stuff, they are going to be moved to another closet. This over here is just a whole hot mess. It really is. And before I got started on this, I should have purchased more skirt and pant hangers because you will see that I hang a lot of pants. Oops. I mean, it's sturdy, but I hang a lot of pants like this, and I probably will keep hanging them just like that. I got mismatched hangers in here. Not that that's a tragedy or anything, but yeah, we're going to do a little straightening out. Over here, I've got my denim jacket collection. I think I did just wash my white one, but we're going to throw these other jackets here in the... Dang, I don't think I've worn this one all year. Oh, this is that one I got from Style We. I thought it was a jacket and had sleeves, but it doesn't. See, I still haven't quite worn it yet, but I plan to. I mean, because I got it. And then my loungewear, I just wore this in the video the other day. We might as well toss that in the wash, you know, just trying to refresh the whole closet. Oh, and this, you know what, let me get my tripod because I'm about to get dizzy, and I know y'all are too. Okay, I'll probably change the angle later. But this right here, matter of fact, I should put this on right now. But a lot of times when I go walking, I put this on. I hope it's not bad for me, but I feel it all up in here. So this is a pretty good little trick. I'll tell you what though, I was walking in my old neighborhood and I had, you know, those little sand strap-on ankle weights. I had that on. And a guy who is a doctor in the area was like, no, take those off. That's really bad for you to do. You don't want to put that extra strain and weight on your ankles. So if y'all know whether this is bad for me, sure do let me know. But I see people at the gym, you know, they do their squats and they flap their legs and then they do it again, flap, flap. So I'm like, well, if it's good for that, shouldn't it be good for me walking? I don't know. Okay, y'all, so a lot of times when y'all see me leave my room to go to another room to get a purse or something or another shoe, this is where I come. I come to this area. So what I want to do is I want to put some of my spring stuff in here, you know, just to make it more decorative. I'll probably do more talking here. I need to trade these boots out. I'll probably just stick it in this closet. Girl, that closet, now that's a chore for a whole nother day. But whatever. Who was that? I think it was Tia left me a comment Sunday saying she aspires to be a minimalist or something like me. No you don't. I got more junk than a little bit. So I got this closet. I have this closet of clothes plus the one that's in my bedroom that y'all saw. Now I have pared down a lot of stuff, but not, let me turn around because I feel weird when I talk to y'all from behind the camera. So I have pared down a lot of my stuff. Like I used to have an excessive amount, but I do have less now. I just still have a lot of stuff. And then at some point, probably over the summer when I have more time to fool with it, I'm gonna look at things I haven't worn in like a really long time to see if I still like it or not. Okay, actually, I do like this. I was expecting to not like it. But I did wear this last year. Girl, look, let me shut up. I think hats are just my jam. So we ain't tossing no hats. We gonna keep the hats. But I will look at some other stuff that maybe I haven't worn in a while. But like these shoes, these slides and stuff, I'll probably transition into my main closet, you know, getting ready for summer and wear them then. Not too much my heels, but maybe these loafers that I got from Ross and still haven't worn, you know, just little things like that. So that's what we're doing. Take out the jackets, start washing, because it's time for me to do some more laundry anyway. I washed sheets and all that this weekend, but I didn't really get down to my clothes. I was too busy hanging out with my granddaughter. But that's what we're doing today. Honey, we turn off lights around here. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, there's really no rhyme or reason to this, but since I started by bringing in these shoes, I'm going to just keep it moving with these shoes. So I probably should have got a chair, but that's just lazy. Cause you know I got my band on. We doing stretches and lunges, baby, stretches and lunges. Cause this shirt is tight and we need to do what? Lose a little something. So I cleared out the boots, and I'm just gonna move those over and out. And then I think I'm just gonna shift these tennis shoes down because baby, it's spring now, summer's on its way, which means I'm not working quite as much. You know what would have been good is if I had taken these shoelaces. Y'all ever hear those? I should have taken these shoelaces out and washed them. I wonder if I got a pair to replace them. Because if I do, I'm going to replace them. Let me set these to the side too. And just remember to try to replace my shoes. My shoelaces, I'm sorry. And then this is a good time. Yep, that's what I thought. That's why I said shoes. But see how I'm just kind of looking at this? This is a little ragged. We need to work on this. I mean, I don't need to work on it. Actually, need to replace it. It would have been good. See, I would just clean up these shoes. But yeah, both of them are showing all those signs of wear. And we're on a budget, but we ain't trying to walk around looking busted. Right, so these are a pair of shoes that I can let go of. They serve their time. I've had them for years. They were like $15, if I remember correctly. So we're going to rotate those out. I have some more shoes. I need to find a cobbler. Isn't that what you call a person who fixes shoes? Because look, this is kind of coming apart. And I'm not ready to let this shoe go yet. I have worn it down to the nitty gritty. But if I can get somebody to resole it, that's exactly what I want to do. So that's on my list of things to do. But yeah, I kind of do that. Check over my shoes. Since I took that one pair, I don't know if y'all can see it, but since I took away the one pair of tennis shoes that was kind of busted up out of there, I can probably, oh no, I'm tripping. Let's move these down the road. But I can bring in those shoes I just got like a week or two ago from Ross. And I'll just transition those tennis. Oh, I'm tripping. I set these aside so I can remember the lace. I'm going to check on that for real. And then we're just going to kind of shift some shoes down. I'm less likely to wear full loafers. Y'all, look at what I did to these shoes. I don't know if that's going to come up or not, but I sprayed them with Scotch Guard, right? So I sprayed the whole shoe with Scotch Guard, and that was fine. But now I had to be extra, come back in and put a second coat on it, and the second coat gave it some discoloration. But baby, them shoes was a bit of an investment. So we're going to keep on keeping on with that shoe. We're going to put that there too. It's a summer shoe, summer shoes. These I might wear over this summer. Maybe they'll get some summer wear, but they might not. So this might be a good shoe. I don't know. This is such a bright sunny yellow. You can't tell me that ain't spring, even though it's suede, huh? It is suede. But this will be a good shoe to move into my other closet. There we go. That's better. But if I don't shift my shoes around, what I find is I don't really wear the stuff that I have. And what's the point of buying it if I'm not going to wear it? It's just collecting dust. But these other shoes I think are cool to stay. So just like I brought the others from the other closet area, I'm going to take these to the closet area. Oh, baby, she using this band. We finna work out. And then we might as well put the slides. They don't take up too much space at all. we'll put these slides up here and get ready to rotate them in for some summer fun. This is another loafer I'll likely wear over the summer. Yeah, I'll put them in down here, so. Which tells me I can get another pair to put in, and I will be right back. I would get a laundry basket, but then I'll just be dumping stuff in there, and I hate to undo the mess I make. I'm due for some new Gladiator sandals. Oh yeah, I didn't know the tip was like that. I don't even want to put these in here. I need to start making a list and just be on the lookout, because some sandals just really never go out of style. I know the Glad sandals are in, but I'm just not into those, so I'm not getting them. Put these shoes I have yet to wear from Ross. Y'all saw me with those. I'll put these in here. And y'all, just like that, I'm pretty much through with the shoe portion. Y'all remember this shoe that I got from Ross as well? Was it Ross or Marshall's? Because you know I'll lie on those stores in a minute. It was Ross. They really are pretty much the same to me. Okay, and just like that, y'all, I'm pretty much done with the shoe section. I really didn't change a lot. I could have done a little wipe down and dusting, but girl, it's where my shoes go. It's going to get dirty right back. So for now, we're cheating on that one. And again, I left this shoe hanging just so I remember to look for another shoestring. And since I knocked that out just that fast, now I want to organize my perfume, sunglasses, and all that stuff area. I think this is a pretty good tip. I don't know if a lot of you are doing it, but you know how you change your purse a whole lot? I like to keep things that I really want to put in my purse in one area so I don't really forget. Like I got some hand sanitizer, this Nivea. This is what I was talking about the other day in terms of using it for your cuticles. I took, like when I had gotten some nails, I took that little package. I used to have, oh, okay, I still got some stuff. And I just got like a rubber band, a bobby pin, emery board. This is good for cleaning glasses. And then I got a little glue, a nail glue, just in case a nail pops off. I like to keep things like that in my purse. This is good for wiping, like if you get a little underboob sweat or something. Honey, you hit that up 1, 2. I got flossers, of course. A packet of gum. Making a mess of it now. This is, you know, that alarm I showed you guys in a previous video. I like to keep an alarm on me, and always with the lip balm stuff. So, you know how a lot of times you're changing your purse and you're like, dang, where did I put my, fill in the blank, my wipes, my wipes or something. Oh, I don't have it in this purse and I sure need it. Now, I tell you what, I'll probably be heading over to Dollar Tree and getting a couple of those little paper fans, because I used to keep a regular fan. I don't like going somewhere being hot, and if I do get hot, I sure want to hit it off. But I don't like going somewhere and being too hot, so I like to keep a fan or something. But I think it's a good idea just to kind of keep little purse essentials. Let me go grab my phone. Okay, so as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of perfumes, and much of what I have is dupes. Not ashamed of that at all. And then I got my sunglasses here. Now I tell you, I'm not really too prone to breaking out, but I do like to take a little alcohol, because some days I might have on makeup, other days I'm going to have on sunscreen, especially if I'm wearing sunglasses, right? And so I just like to kind of rub around the area that makes contact with my face, because, you know, that's old oil, old makeup, just old sunscreen, and I just, you know, give it a little quick rub. Doesn't take long at all as I'm organizing. But anyway, I'm not going to talk y'all to absolute death about the closet while I do this. You know me, we're going to chat about something else. What y'all want to talk about, girl? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Since I can't hear you, I guess I'll just talk about what's going on in my life. Nothing. I do see where I can dust on here first. Might as well hit it with a little sanitizer wipe. Because this has collected a little dust. I tell you what, it ain't nothing like floorboards, baby. It ain't nothing like that at all. In fact, let's just take off all the glasses. Hello. You ever see people who, when they dust, they just move stuff over? My mama checked me on that real quick when I was little. Now when I see other people doing it, I'm like, oh, that's just lazy. I'm trying to get this whole with. Oh, that looks so much better already. Another thing I like to do for spring is flip my mattress. So I try to flip my mattress in the spring and the winter. That's if you have one of those reversible mattresses, which I do. Just wipe that down too. And then we'll dust this and organize them in some kind of fashion. But I've got some different scents, and then I've got some repeats. I call them, you know, when they had a really nice sale. And then I stopped. Because once I get stopped, I can stop. And then I got this from Bath and Body Works. I forgot what this is, but I love it. It gets a lot of compliments. And it's so strange, y'all. I feel like my sense of smell is really changing. Like once upon a time, I was all about vanilla. And then my vanilla taste just kind of went away. I wasn't so crazy about it anymore. And now I'm back to enjoying it. And I tell you, I like it in the form of vanilla cashmere, that EOS lotion. I like that. I thought it was hype at first. Oh, these are some of my purse tags. I was like, where did this come from? Purse tags that, you know, Coach will have the little chain thing. But sometimes that'll break. And I just put the tags up there. And evidently I forget about them. But they're there. We're going to clean your spot too, Buddha. Nothing's really coming up dusty, but you know, I feel better about wiping it down anyway. Ooh, put that back up there. I'm gonna put them tags up there too, but I'm gonna lean it on the edge just a little bit so I can see it. There we go. So there's that. Let's put this, oops, my bad. Let's put this rack back in here. I love the way these fit. I got these from Amazon back in the day, and they just fit so nicely in my little corner because y'all see how it's kind of triangular. And those just fit really good. Okay, now let's see. I like this. Speaking of my scents changing, what's it called? Sweet Desire. I picked this up at Marshall's, and I liked it. I still like it. It's a little sweet for my body, though. It's like a little body mist or something. But every so often, I'll spray my pillows with that. This, like I told you, look at that. I haven't even had this that long, but I go to town on this. My granddaughter loves it, too. She was like, Mimi, we put on cologne before we go to bed? Now, usually I do, but she doesn't know it. So I got Fruity Neroli. Still like that. That smells good. I thought these were the same. So right now, I'm just trying to look for my same scents that I enjoy. Fruity Almond, Hyacinth Peach, Coconut, White Flowers. Here we go. Ambery Cherry. Really like this one, so I doubled up on it when it was in sale. And I'm on sale, I'm just going to put these front to back. That way I know, that's that. Ambery Saffron. I wish I could tell y'all what these scents are. I don't remember. Ambery Saffron. Ooh, but I like it clearly, so we're going to put that just like so. Fruity Almond. I just heard that over here, didn't I? Yep. Fruity Almond. Oh, that's been getting plenty of love, but you see how I replaced it. So we're going to put that like that. And I'm not even going to stagger it. Ambery Cedarwood. Oh, I was liking this. I cannot remember what it smells like. And then one day I didn't. This is very much a fall fragrance for me. So you know what? I'm going to take this off and put this in the back. We'll reach for that later on this year. Woody Hyacinth. I know I like that one, so why don't I have more of it? Because I feel like the Woody Hyacinth is a chance dupe. And y'all see, once I got Dossier, I stopped blowing away my chance. I'm saving it for what? I don't know. Don't ask me that. Gourmand Flowers. I'm not sure what this is a dupe of. But I like it. That's very much a springy flavor. Ugh, I wish I would taste it. That's very much a springy scent, so we're going to put that there. Woody Oak Moss. I like that too, but it's giving me a fall vibe. Also going to the back. What else? You know what? Let's do, because I'm forgetting that I put this in there. So let me put this on there just like that. And then the ones I reach for almost all the time. The saffron, the cherry, and where's my hyacinth? I cannot believe I did not replace this. I think this might be the, oh, see, yeah. Because that is, wow. And I'm going to figure out how to get that little corner. I want every bit I paid for. But I'm going to go ahead and put this up here because that's a combo that I really enjoy. I'll put this one down on the bottom, I guess. Oof, hurt my feelings to do it. The coconut, this is definitely a summer spray. And why can't I think of what this is? I know it's a Tom Ford. Is it a Tom Ford? I might be lying. Soleil Blanc. That's what that is. And then the peach. Powdery peach? Is it freaking peach? I cannot remember. I'm so bad with names, y'all. I'm going to stop even trying to butcher them. But I'm going to put the Fruity Norelli. Did I say this sound? This sounds. I went from tasting to sounding. Didn't I have another one? And I said this was kind of a fall fragrance. Because it's kind of giving me fall. I'm going to put that in the back at the top because we're running out of space. The coconut, I'm going to put at the top. The peach, I'm also going to put at the top because I do rotate those. This, I really like it on my pillow more so now. It's gotten kind of masculine for me, but I say that, but sometimes I do like that a clean masculine scent, and I definitely like it in my sheets. So I'm going to put that up front on the bottom as well. And these are samples of what I do not know. But you know what we're going to do with these? We're going to put them in here. Because right now, I already know my atomizer it's in my purse. Because I like to just kind of freshen up throughout the day. And I'm not a person, it matters to me what I had on already. I don't have to match it. I can just spritz on whatever else. Oh, Libre, you was that girl for a good little while. I have not been spraying Libre in a while, but y'all see I liked it when I was. My Gucci Guilty over there. I mean, I'm telling you, Dossier changed the game for me, baby. I do not pay. Actually, that was a gift, so let me stop. I would not pay for those. And I used to keep this in my purse to freshen up, but I couldn't. I know I feel like it's got to be a way to refill this chance because this is a great one to keep in my purse. More so even than the Dossiers. I'm sure they have atomizers. I bet they do. I need to go on their website and I need to see if they do. But if there's a way to refill this one, I sure do want to. I don't think there is though. Do I have any left in here? Because Kymberly, if you don't, oh, I do. A surprise. Oh, I smell so good. Speaking of a change in taste, I spritz this, which I do not know what it's a dupe of. I feel like it might be Delinea. I can't remember. But anyway, I spritz this along with a little ambery cherry and just a touch of woody hyacinth. And I get so many, actually, I get a lot of compliments on how I smell in general, as well as how I don't smell, if you know what I mean. So I do have another bottle of this. We're gonna shimmy that to the back until I need it. And yeah, okay, that's it for my colognes, down to the sunglasses. All right, I sure enough pulled up a chair. Y'all know it wouldn't be me to have y'all in my house hanging out and we don't talk about something. But the thing I want to just talk about today is I'm feeling a kind of a way. I was talking to one of my coworker friends. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, why don't I tell you that and then I'm going to start gossiping. But I'm taking my rubbing alcohol and rubbing, you know, right along here where it makes contact with my face. So just in case I had on sunscreen, which would have made sense because these are sunglasses, right? Or makeup, which I don't really wear foundation, but you get what I'm saying. My skin gets oily and all that stuff. So I just like to wipe that off with alcohol just to make sure I don't break out. And then I'm just cleaning the lenses off with my little Sojo's rag that I got with my glasses from Amazon. And then we are ready to grab and go with the sunglasses. And then every so often I like to try to develop the habit of, wipe them off real quick when I take them off, but that habit don't go so well. All right, that being said, let's go ahead and do some conversing. So I was talking to one of my coworker friends, and she was talking about how she suspects that her husband is messing around. I was like, girl, I am so sorry. I know that's like you're putting on a brave face. I got to tell you that. Because I'm going to be honest, the way I was devastated, y'all, I was blown away. Like, wow, that happened? I didn't even know how to take it. I really didn't. I sat down. I mean, we broke up. That happened because I feel like if I can resist temptation, baby, so can you. I do not go for that, all me and she. I don't believe that. I just don't. I think that's that's a cop out. That might be something that men say about cheating. I think I'll put all my leopard prints up there. I was gonna go with all brown up here, but I don't have. I feel like I do have brown glasses, another pair or two, but I don't know where they are. But anyway, I was utterly devastated. When I tell you I sat down and I wrote him, I don't know, it must have been a 6-page letter, front and back, remembering all the times I felt like he lied to me, all the times that I stood up for him and all of that. Why'd I write a letter? Because he was in jail at the time when I found out. Girl, that woman called me. And I don't even know why. I think he didn't put her on visitation or whatever. It was a matter of he went to jail. First of all, he went to jail doing something I'd already told him he needs to quit doing. This ain't gonna last. This is a bad idea. He didn't listen to me. Okay, so evidently we need to fold those. There we go. He didn't listen to me, subsequently got caught, and I wasn't gonna kick him while he was down, loved him, and I opted to stay. Baby, you mean to tell me that I can be faithful to a man in prison only to find out that before you went, you had not been faithful to me? You talk about feeling like Dumbo. Oh my gosh, I was devastated. I don't know. I just thought we met. See, because when I'm done with somebody, I'm so done. I have to actually recall how the story of us went now. But when we met, we were just like in a line because he's younger. For some reason, all the men that I've had real serious relationships with younger than me. I do not know what that is. And for a while I was thinking that's the problem. I need to find a man who's older, who's more mature. And then I got to be older and date some of these older men, baby, they still out here being just as silly as any young man. If that's what they choose to be, that's what they're going to be. And that's period. Like, if that's what they choose, I think I'm going to leave it like that because I don't know if I'm losing glasses or what the deal. Because I know I got about, oh yeah, I do have some in the closet area. I'm tripping, that's what that is. Because I was like, I know I got more pairs of glasses than this. But anyway, we met and we were just inseparable. And honey, when I tell you I put up with that man through a lot of foolishness, mainly, may she rest in peace, but mainly being his mother. Throughout our marriage, she did not wish us any success. She did just about everything she could do to destroy our marriage, to bring it all down. And her reasoning, you might wonder, she just felt like she wanted him to be with his ex-girlfriend, who he admitted he was not in love with. You know, his ex-girlfriend was a nice girl and all of that stuff. And he just did not feel the way about her that he felt about me. Boom. You would think his mother would accept that at some point, but she absolutely never did. And I mean, she would do things like, my birthday is in the early winter, right? No, I'm sorry, not early winter. My birthday is in February. So here we are. We're married in the fall. She didn't do anything to mess that anniversary up. But along comes my birthday, and she calls, oh, son, I'm not feeling well. I'm so sick, da-da-da-da. Okay, so what does he do? And mind you now, I'm saying all along the way, because I'm aware that she can't do anything without his permission. But I'm telling him, like, this is my first birthday as a married woman. You know, of course I want to spend it with you. Of course I want us to have our special time, you know. I promise you, my phone don't really be ringing like that. Or at least it doesn't feel like it until I'm starting to talk to y'all. I don't like my pattern of sunglasses so far, but girl, it really don't matter if I'm being honest. I'm gonna mess it up. But anyway, what I was saying is along comes my first birthday, and she's like, oh son, I just don't feel well. I am feeling so sick, and da-da-da-da. So we end up going over to her house for my birthday. Okay. What's wrong? Can I get you anything? You need some aspirin? You need me to pick up something along the way? You need 7-Ups, right? What's up? It's my birthday. And, you know, we got plans. Oh, son, I'm just nervous. Can you sit with me for a while? Now, mind you, his father had already passed away. And I mean, man, she used that thing, that guilt and all that stuff. She used it to the nth degree. Long story short, we ended up spending my first birthday as a married woman at her house doing absolutely nothing. She had some rotisserie chicken. We were supposed to go out to dinner now. But she talks about, oh, I got a rotisserie chicken. Son, you can get that out the freezer and thaw it. I got some au jus. You can grab that. She forever had au jus. But you can get some au jus. Oh, we can just have dinner here. We can do this. We can do that. So, okay, that was in February. I don't remember his birthday, like a lot of details I'm actually forgetting now, but I do remember our first wedding anniversary. You know why? Because she pulled the same stunt again. And in between time, I'm like, listen, this is not good for us. This is not good for our marriage. This is going to ruin our marriage. Like you got to put her on a behavior modification plan or something. You've got to put your foot down and make it clear that, you know, you love her, but she has a role as your mother. I have a role as your wife. Never the two shall compete, but never the two shall meet either. Like, he never did. He never, and that was a huge problem. Honey, she acted like he could do absolutely no wrong, and if he did, well, son, what did she do to make you, like, and he also put her in our business too much. Like, I would hear back from my mother what he told her. How, you ask? Good question. Because she would go to my mother telling my mother what she ought to do about her daughter. And so anytime my mother would try to talk about it, the things that she would say is, you know, that boy is not a man. You know, this, that, like she was kind of disgusted that he would involve his mother in our personal affairs, as was I. He would tell her, you know, Mama, I'm telling you this in confidence. You know, do not say anything. Do not tell. Of course she would say something because, again, she's trying to ruin our marriage. And I will admit that her upbringing of him being determined to be a mama's boy really helped with that. So getting back to the cheating thing, which, by the way, it was my fault that he was in prison. Because, you know, because it just had to be my fault that he was in prison. How ridiculous. But anyway, oh, that smells so good. But he wound up going to prison. Do I want to tell his business? I guess I won't. But let's just say it has something to do with money, right? And so she was saying that it was my fault. Mind you now, he had done it before I knew. He did it while we were together. And the sad thing is, y'all, I thought I had gotten with a good boy. He's leaving that criminal life and all that stuff behind. Like, I was aware he did little petty stuff. I didn't know he was doing what he was doing. I really thought he was done with that. You know, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna have this family, raise this. We you know, we coming up like George and Wheezy. And when he got caught, she was utterly convinced that it was my fault. Not only that, but then when the girl that he had broken it off with, he was like, don't contact me. I feel like y'all are all up in my face. We don't need all that, do we? But he was like, don't contact me. Don't write me letters. Don't come see me. I'm really going to put it together. I'm going to do right. That pissed her off to the point that she called me. How did she get my number? That was when we had house phones. I want to say she said he had used her house phone. And she somehow got the last dialed number through her phone. Men a lot of times just don't cheat well. I'm gonna tell you, I got girlfriends who cheat, and once upon a time I used to be their alibi and stuff. Why am I sitting here just talking? Let me get up and keep cleaning. I don't know where my other glasses are, but here. There we go. So y'all see how I already organized the cologne. And then we've got these sunglasses here, which I know I'm missing several pairs. Some are in the other room and some are probably in my purse. I've got my purse essentials, my lint roller that stays in here, my Febreze. Why is that all the way in the back? I know I use it more often than that. So I got my Febreze and I'm done with this little section. Oh, but there's so much more. We're going to put the eyeglass cleaner back over here. I had the nerve to sit down like I was really through doing something. And I'm not. Let me grab my laundry basket because I'm going to wash this loungewear. Can y'all see it? Yeah. I'm going to wash all this loungewear and my denim jackets. But anyway, the woman ends up calling me and she was like, oh, you think y'all are all that? I've heard about your love story, your this and that. Because apparently he told her. He was like, yeah, he thought it was all that in a bag of chips too. Maybe. Maybe he said that. I don't know. She could have been trying to lie to cover for him. When is this in my pocket? I always check my pockets. Probably money. Is it? What is it? It's feeling like money. Not a $20. Y'all, I am really blessed. Because I'm going to tell you, once upon a time, oh, baby, I would have absolutely known if I was missing $20. Baby, I would have known if I was missing $5. So, to have that in there, and I didn't even know it, to God be the glory. But anyway, she called me and she was like, I heard about your love story and this, that, and another, but did you know, all the while, he's been cheating with me, he's been this, and I was like, well, how long have y'all known each other? He knew her before he knew me. In fact, the other girlfriend that his mommy loved so much, he was cheating on her with this same woman. So that woman had been around for years and years and years. And she was just kind of like, I'm never going to go anywhere. I was here before you, during you, and I'll be here after you. And she was right, because I was done at that point. Sat down, wrote my letter like, really? First I gave you my heart, and now I'm pouring my heart out to you, and then I'm going to be done. And I cut him off in prison. How about his mother and she were having road trips going up there? I'm sure they had a good kiki time talking about me. I don't know, and I don't care. But yeah, all of that happened. And so I was really devastated. I say all that to go right back to the coworker. And I'm still standing here not doing a thing. Let me grab this chair. Y'all. So I got my laundry basket full of what was in there before, plus denim jackets. We should just throw this in while we clean out, right? Come on. Let's do that. Okay, we back, and I'm gonna put this 20 right on in here. This is what I keep in my closet just for such occasion, like when I find a little piece of change or something, some money. That's a good piece of change. Don't get it twisted. Put it in there, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it sometime later. Stash that back there. Okay, so now I've whipped in my chair. I don't know if that's in shot or not, because I really don't wear hoodies over the summer, so I'm going to take my hoodies out. These are much more winterish to me. I do have this little spring. It's a crop jogger. I'll keep that up here, but hoodies are out. Winter sets are out. But yeah, getting back to it. So, and I'm so mad about this. This is one of my favorite travel jackets, y'all. I can't get rid of it because I know it's got to be a secret. See how my zipper is stuck? I cannot unzip this thing for nothing in the world. But, oh, baby, this is my little two-piece that I travel in all the time. If y'all know a way to get that undone, I want to say I would use a wax stick, you know, like what we do for our hair. But I can't even get the zipper to really go up. Wait, oh, I said that and it moved just a teensy tiny bit, but it is super stuck. I'm hot about that. I got a tan one or a khaki-ish color that I still wear. But oh yeah, I'm hot about that. And then this jacket. Now this is one of my little old rainbow outfits. I have shaved it time and again. Y'all see how thin it is. You could just about read a book through it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. To me, it's not even really donate worthy. So sometimes you gotta just let some stuff go. This is my little Shein jogger, baby. I have gotten my money out of it. Tons of lint on it as well. Talk about cost per wear. I've gotten my cost per wear out of it. It's possible. It's possible that I could donate it, but it is so very linty, and I've already shaved it before, but I'm not finna shave this whole jogging suit, so I can get rid of that too. When I donate, I really do like to donate nicer things, because I feel like it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't quite feel right to donate raggedy stuff. So another hoodie I missed. Now cardigans, I do not move away, because I'll wear a cardigan or something like this. I'll wear that even in the summer, because I go to different restaurants and stuff, and I don't like to be cold and just pointing to everybody. But oh yes, honey, I was devastated. Then come to find out they were taking road trips. I didn't know it immediately. I do know that his mother, once he was in, she was like, well, you know, he's going to need a lot of support. This is what she was saying to me behind my back. She was saying that I was the reason. And I know this because, you know, she and I were in the same profession. She was retired, but, you know, I was still in education, and I knew some of the people that she knew. And so when he got caught, baby, it made the papers and everything. And she was too embarrassed. She wasn't answering the calls or things like that. But people who knew me and knew I knew him, yeah, they were like, what is going on? And, you know, is it him? Is it another one? Now, y'all done got his first, middle, and last name in the paper. Y'all know it's him. And she's hiding. Because, you know, she was just bougie like that. I know she was utterly humiliated. I'm looking through now to see if there are any cardigans that I'm not going to want. But yeah, I knew. I found out too that they were taking the road trips. They doing this, that, and another. Like, wow, where's the no whatsoever loyalty? We're gonna move this sweater as well. Don't forget me, y'all. If y'all know a trick about this jacket, please let me know, because I am upset about it and fit to be tied. But let's go ahead and organize a little bit by color. I'm not obsessed with that, but you know, if I can do a little something with it, I will. I'm gonna trade this out because we got black hangers up in here. But getting back to my coworkers, I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, let me finish up that story first, because I've told y'all, put me in the back of the class. I'm not the fastest learner. So I do this letter to him, letting him know how devastated I am, blase Skippy. He does his time, and honey, I moved on. Like when I say I moved on, like it wasn't even a rearview mirror. I moved on, didn't visit him, all the things. And so it took some time, and eventually I was kind of like, you know what? Before I loved him, I really liked him. I thought he was good people. And so, you know, we kind of connected some, but it wasn't on no real love affair-ish kind of stuff. I did forgive him, but that left an imprint on my heart that would never go away. Where does white go when you organize it like that? Where do prints go? You know how people do the Roy G. Biv? I have never really been good at it. I just kind of do it ish. I do it ish. So we gonna stick this here, that there. Put that with the grays. I know purple should be coming in. I don't have any blue. I don't have enough blue, I should say. All right, we spacing that. That is looking decent. I'm gonna put this dark green back here too, even though I have a bright green up here. Now I'm calling it for these cardigans. I'm done with that as well. And so far, this is the pile that I'm working on taking to the other room. Down to the blazers. All right, let's see. That's winter. I love these little cute short sets. I think I'll put those in the closet. I'm gonna put these in that closet of the other room too. What is, oh, these I just need to get rid of. But anyway, yeah, we ended up, now these I can donate. Little shrugs. I don't like them, but I can picture some little old lady. I don't know why I was in that era at one time, but I try to fold it nice before I donate it too. But I don't see a time where I'm going to wear these again. So we are going to let these go. I got my CPW out of those as well. That is a pretty blue. I do not know if that's coming across, but it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous and still not a style that I wear anymore. But yeah, we ended up making up and all of that. And like I said, you can put me in the back of the class because after a while, we got back together. We did. And I'm not even big on circling the block, but he is exactly the reason why. Exactly the reason why. So I forgave him and we got together and he cheated again. Does that mean every man does? No. But I tell you what, it's my lesson for life. I'm just not even going to circle back. Plus, you're talking about a time when we were in our 20s, early 30s maybe, and people just do dumb stuff at that time. So I'm like, okay, I'll give you a pass. And he and I could still be friends to some degree. I mean, I don't care. I don't know how his wife feel about it. Oh, okay, this is my little short sleeve blazer. Oh, I ain't seen this in a good minute. I'm gonna leave this in here. What did I say? That's winter. That stays here. Sometimes you gotta check the condition of stuff. You know how leather gets. We're moving this. I'll keep the fuchsia jacket and this to the winter area. I'll keep this in here. So far, I'm not coming up with much to donate, y'all. And I'm moving along kind of swiftly. I'm proud of me. That's pretty good. Well, I also haven't put the stuff in the other closet yet, though, so. I'm talking trash. Woo! And I see some more to do over there. But you know what, y'all? If I'm being really... This right here, this is a jam-packed mess. Jam-packed. And I so desperately need some more of these kind of hangers. Oh, oops. I had something on there. Didn't even realize it. If I'm being honest, though, what I was saying, I don't really beat myself up too much about that. Because like I said, 20s and 30s, you do dumb stuff. I forgave him once. But the reality is, he has some other issues. And a lot of that is due to how his mom, you know, really taught him that his stuff don't stink. And so he's still a pretty self-centered guy. He never really quite grew out of that, you know. So, no, we never would have been together. We wouldn't have made it had we gotten, like the Kymberly I am now versus the one he knew way back then have so very little in common that it's not even funny. Like once upon a time, I was like, oh my goodness, I do wish that would have worked. I wish. But then when I thought about it, I was like, you just don't want somebody who couldn't put his mother in her place. And you know, she's gone on to glory now. So I will never know. Like if we were to get back together or something, I would never know that, oh yes, he actually chose me. He actually chose to do the right thing. He actually, because that time is just gone. And so, shoot, that's kind of like the story I was reading to my kids about how you got to treat people right when you have them, because there may come a time where you just don't have that opportunity anymore. And said is the case for me. My daughter really surprised me with that conversation, and she didn't go into a whole lot of detail because much of what she and he talk about is her and his business. But it was enough just to say that, you know, she got the impression that he still feels a way about that. And I'm glad he regrets it. He should. I was completely devastated. But I'm not there anymore. I'm fine now. Oh, honey. Oh, yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. I need to hang more skirts on here. Oh, see, now I need to pull these skirts out to the front of the class so I can remember them and wear them. All right. Y'all, I guess we have done quite a bit of talking. I need to shut my mouth and get busy. You know what? I was putting those other skirts in the closet and I realized I never finished what I was saying about my coworker in terms of her husband cheating. And she was just saying that, no, she's not really devastated about it. She intends to, you know, basically make him pay for it as far as buying gifts and things like that. And, you know, if she decides she's going to have a dalliance or something, then that's what she's going to do. And she is not at all the first person that I've heard say that, but y'all, my heart just doesn't work that way. I know that there are men out there who don't cheat. I too am a woman who just doesn't cheat. I just never have. For all the things I've done, cheating just isn't one of them. And so I'm requiring that. I'm waiting on that. And if I'm not having that, then I'm just not having a man. I can do with that. Because at this big age, you should have done all the experimenting, all the cheating, all the extra side piece, and you should have learned all the consequences. Like, all of that just needs to be done and out of your system. Why is this bra in here? That must have come from laundry. And if it isn't, you kind of slow. Like, you don't talk about putting me in the back of the class. My goodness, you got to be a special kind of dummy. So I genuinely feel like if I can be faithful, he can be faithful too. So that old tit for tat, you cheat on me, I cheat back. That's just not me. I just don't think that works. And I've heard the saying, you know, let that man cheat in peace and all that stuff. But I like this winter dress. It's cute. Got a little sachet to it. But it's a dress that why am I folding it up? I'm just putting it in another closet. I was going to say it's a dress I really can't hang. Because you know how you hang winter sweaters and stuff and you get that big old bone looking thing? I don't like that. So I'm going to just hang it right back like this and put this in the other closet and finish straightening this out. But I just wanted to say that little conclusion to it. I'm talking about, girl, I'm so sorry. I know how devastating that is. Da, 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 da. She's like, girl, we have been around this block. I'm not letting him go. I'm not letting him go to her. He's not going to let me go anywhere. So we just going to ride this out. We just going to. So I was like, oh, okay. In that case, I kind of wonder, why are you even telling me about it, though? So I don't know if it was just a conversation piece or what, but I said, I'm going to make it a conversation piece for y'all. Another winter dress that needs to go to the other closet. I almost don't even know why I keep this. They play with my emotions. But we'll go ahead and keep it for now. And I think this is winter stuff. And you know what? We're going to put these pants on a hanger and stick them in the closet. Because I don't know the last time I wore these tweed slacks or these gray slacks. We're going to put them on a hanger before they end up going on to Glory or something. I'm 2 seconds from donating them now. These will go to the winter closet. My shackets with plaid and all that stuff. Okay. So other than this little chunk right here, I think I'm ready to organize the rest of this. And like I said, I've already talked enough. I'll montage it out. I'll probably come back and close out. So that's what we're doing. Oh my goodness, and my battery's low. I'm just going to clean this up, charge all up, and then I'll show you what we've got later. Alright, so we're looking at this. You guys saw that portion, alright. Then we've got the cardigans here. I ended up putting some shorts and things down here along with my blazers. You know, just a couple of those, my little leather shorts, skirts, things like that are also down here for quick and easy access. Then I straightened up my tops. I still have some long sleeve blouses. I feel like y'all are zoomed in, but I can't get any further back. Sorry, my closet is just small. And then I organized my little springy type of shirts here. The pants pretty much stayed the same. Here, this is where I had my denim jackets and stuff. I have yet to finish drying those. I hang those to dry. But over here, this is where we got a whole lot thinned out and we're ready to wear. I have yet to wear these bright green pants. They are so bright. I don't know if that comes across camera or not. I'll be probably styling those with black or white or something simple. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you as always and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
These are dream moves. This is so